happening, my beautiful people? My name is Mike LaBelle, and I would say welcome back to a top 5, but today's special. We have a top 10, and I'm wearing blue for a reason, not just because I appreciate the Warm Baller branding, shout out to Jimmy Conrad, but rather because we're discussing the team of the season and players that I would like to use and abuse if they received a team of the season card. And the criteria in this video is not necessarily based on real life and their performances that correlate and therefore translate into team of the season cards, just players that I would enjoy using in FIFA. Are you with me? Drop a comment. Who would I leave off the list? Someone that has to be in your starting 11 or one of those premium super substitutes. And if you enjoy the content, drop a thumbs up. It's free to subscribe. All of the good material. Let's talk about it because we have 10 players to discuss. Plus, honorable mentions. Players that maybe just missed out on my top 10. Even though I will say this, my top 10 is not in order. Just players, my cosigns that I'm interested in using. First honorable mention, we're looking at Balotelli. I want to see the return of that true Balo, the one that's feared. They would need to pump his speed up a lot. And the same could be said with his stamina, unless you were bringing him off the bench. But he has the tools, and he is Balotelli, which means he's already got that it factor. And I've seen a bit of a preview. Should have been a more popular foot item with the Scream variation of his card, but I want the real deal, Holyfield. Give me that premium Balo. Next, I need to have either team of the season, Alexandro or Cancelo. I just don't think they're gonna give us both. So I will take one or the other, but we could have the best right back and the best left back all on one squad, one league, easy link ups. Cancelo to Cristiano Ronaldo, Sandro Brazilian, and I would prefer a defender such as Alexandro versus a Marcelo or even a Dani Alves, where I get defense first and then they go forward, then they attack. Quality attacker, but spectacular defensive option. Big disclaimer, if we've already seen a team of the year version of any of these foot items, they're not going to be in my countdown. I've already got a taste of what team of the season looks like. I'm not saying that's not going to be fantastic. I'm just not as hungry for it. I don't have that hype attached to those players because I've already had the experience. I've already had a teaser. I've already had a taste. How much better are they really gonna get? Last of the honorable mentions, we've got team of the season Quaresma, 5-star skill moves, of course. He's getting a little bit older. Let's give him a solid send-off. He has the mastery of the Trivela outside of your boot. You know he's gonna score that in game, whether he goes with power, you go more with placement, with the finesse shot. And outside of being shifty and being able to drop the shoulder and of course have those skills, it's also got a bigger build for a winger. Got a little size to him. I like to be able to bump you one time and shove. Remind you that I'm there. Boom! We're into the countdown. Another reminder, these aren't in order, but we're looking at Lozano to get things underway. I'm terrified of this card. You saw my video talking about the top 5 super subs. I don't deal well with headliner Lozano or any version of Lozano, and this card should happen. I'm not sure if I'm going to resort to using him. I might cry a little bit inside when I see him subbed on, but he should be there. This man will terrorize households worldwide. Boom. Next, team of the season SERGEJ. This is one of the few cards in this year's installment that has the ability or the possibility to be 90 plus stat-wise every category. The holy grail of stats. I'm not saying they give it to him, but it's not off the table. Maybe he can convince EA over dinner. I'm sure my good friend Ivan Lapanya would support the inclusion of a team of the season SERGEJ card. Also has the 4-star skills to go with all that size and being able to break up all the plays and all the good stuff. All the good stuff. Insert him in the team. Team of the season DEPAY. Ooh, skill move junkie. He's gonna be able to score from all over the pitch. High-low work rates. Links up with a decent amount of players. And even his base card has always been good money. And that's a good way to judge if you had stats in the right places, maybe upgraded a bit, how drastic the changes can be in the right direction. How impactful this player can become if he's already in that overpowered category early on. Woo! Team of the season, PROMES. I'd say he's got a decent chance. Sauce God, PROMES. I'm going to do a rebrand. Similar to DEPAY. Got the 5-star skill moves. He's going to dance all over the pitch. And his base card was one of the most overpowered players that you could use. I'm talking top tier wingers for the first 3 months of FIFA. That's saying something. Just let that sit in. If you give this man the tools, he'll fix all of your problems. He can find a solution. You already see the reaction face. PERIŠIČ. He's gonna get busy. We've seen some good previews this year, but I don't think it has to be done just yet. Whether you need a center mid, a center attacking mid, a winger, a striker, he's got good size. He's got both feet. We have the skill moves. I know a lot of you want to build Serie A squads. PERIŠIČ could be your main man going forward. Give you the razzle and the dazzle. He can provide the goods. You could count on him as a delivery man. You wouldn't even need a tracking. Halfway point. This feels kind of personal. Team of the season. Juan Jesus. And if you've played FIFA for a minute, this is another one of those overpowered beast cards that always made a difference early on in FIFA. And depending on the installment, when we had bigger skill gaps, someone with his pace, agility, positioning, tackling presence, you could potentially even use him as an end game player. And I know that's a bold statement. So give this man a team of the season. I want that nostalgic vibe. I want to bring back some of my best FUT memories. We can do that, or you can do that, or he can do that, or she can do that. I don't know who's doing it, but I want it. Kondogbia. I would go as far as saying this is the most overpowered base level center mid in the game. So we're talking early on. You don't know who to pick up. You don't have a big budget. You need somebody for the weekend league or division rivals. Kondogbia, you can count on them. And we've seen quite a few upgrades. And if you've used that card, then I don't need to tell you how good Kondogbia can be. Even at that next level. Pushing that cushion, breaking up plays, having skill moves, scoring goals. Got the size, clean touches. The definition of overpowered. Skills, movement, size, stamina, pace. It's going to be phenomenal. I can't be the only one itching for a team of the season POGBA. I love his base card. Informs are good to go. And if you got a team of the season POGBA, yes, you could play him as a center mid. You can even play him as a holding mid. But I'm rolling with him as a center attacking midfielder. He's going to have the size, the skills, the high-low work rates. And he's going to bully everyone in the midfield. Not going to be easy to tackle. I can see the creativity now. Insert clouds. Okay. Team of the season, Son. I'm talking to you, Son. Sonaldo would be among us. He could do everything well, and he's got that extra juice. And we've seen Sonaldo. I'll never forget the purple variation of his foot item. He did so much for me. Best pickup I ever made. Left foot, goal. Right foot, goal. Long shot, yes. Inside the box, not an issue. Low, high, weird positioning. Under pressure. Body me in the air? Not today. He can climb a ladder. Both feet. Skills. Speed. Intricacies. Positioning. Getting in behind. Dynamic. Give us Sonaldo. Yeah, you want people to spend money? Sonaldo is a good introduction to do that. Big reason Spurs have had the success they've had. I'd say he has a solid chance actually at getting a team of the season card. Is he going to be efficient? Last but not least, we have team of the season IBRAHIMOVIC, and because his flashback card is so damn good, I want to see more. I'm not sure that the team of the season card can be better than that variation, straight up. The question that I would need answered is how much pace are you going to give him? Yeah, that's the only area that I could see drastic improvements unless you bumped his stamina way up. That would also make him a little bit easier to use for 90 minutes. He's obviously always going to be difficult to link unless you have icons on icons on icons, or you're using MLS players, which most of us don't frequent a bunch of MLS players. Just calling it how I see it. But I want this card. I want the skills. I want the size. I'm a fan of IBRAHIMOVIC. Have been all of my life since watching football. Ibra is a one-of-a-kind specimen, not just his interviews, but on the pitch. What he's been able to accomplish. No matter where he goes, he has success. All he does is score goals. Underrated passer, to be fair, as well. And if he wasn't in the Messi and Ronaldo era, we would discuss Ibra as one of the all-time greats. I'm talking top 10, period. Now, it's a bold statement. I know not everyone's going to agree, but he would be in that conversation, especially if it were a dedicated category top 10 strikers. Plain and simple, because we've seen so many different types of attacking players, but I don't even know who to compare IBRAHIMOVIC to. The point is, I want the card. I've had a preview now with the flashback joint, and if we don't get a better version, I'm not upset. But if we could get an improvement, we could bring Ibra all the way back to his glory days, also not gonna complain. Thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed it, drop a thumbs up. Talk to me in the comments. I know some of these choices are a little out of the ordinary. Like I said, this is not about who's going to get a Team of the Season card, who had the best season. It's about players that will make the game more fun. But I have a lot more content coming for you ASAP, and it is free to subscribe. Stay warm.